Scottish First Minister and leader of the SNP, Nicola Sturgeon. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
I'm amazed you've had time to come in and see us. We were so busy.
This is probably the scariest interview I've done in the entirety of the election campaign.
Because it's not going to be about politics.
Exactly. I've gone through all these tough interviews about politics and economics, and now I face you.
You'll be pleased to know I've come as the 57th.
I noticed that, actually, yes. We'll get you sworn in later on.
And that was, I mean, a storming result, 56 of the 59 of our 9 seats. Did you ever imagine you'd be sitting here talking about that kind of result?
No, the result was beyond our wildest expectations. I think we were quietly confident we were going to do well. The polls had been showing that. All of our private polling had been showing that. But, you know, some of these majorities we faced in Labour seats in the heart of Glasgow were massive. So I don't think I ever expected to win 56 seats. The exit poll, when it came out at 10 o'clock, projected we were going to win 58 seats, and I quickly took to Twitter and said, don't believe the exit poll, we're not going to do that. And I was right, we didn't, so we've still got some room for improvement.
It was still pretty impressive, though, wasn't it? There were some big Labour, big beasts that were felled. Did you sort of feel any sympathy for them?
Yeah, I mean, I've lost lots of elections in my own political career, and I know how devastating that is. You put your heart and soul into an election campaign. You work really, really hard. When it's all over, you are utterly exhausted physically. And if you lose, it is the most miserable feeling in the world. So, yeah, obviously we celebrate defeating political opponents, but I take no personal pleasure in the, you know, the disappointment that the defeated candidate will be facing. And, you know, I wish them all the best for the future in whatever they decide to do.
And how have you dealt with it yourself, all this exposure and being on the telly all the time?
It's been an interesting experience. Obviously, you know, I'm used to that in Scotland because I've been a politician in Scotland for a long time, but suddenly finding myself in the glare of publicity UK-wide has been... It's been interesting. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think it's, you know, it's allowed us to put something about politics across that maybe people haven't been used to seeing. I think it's been great in this campaign that we've had women coming to the fore, not just me, but Leanne Wood from Plaid Cymru and Natalie Bennett.
The trouble with that is, you said you're used to people talking about your political views, but when it comes to women, then it all becomes about your look and fashion, your shoes, and there's been a lot. Very nice shoes.
Thank you.
But there has been a lot of talk, particularly about you, because saying, oh, your image has totally changed over the last, 5 years. You've had image style makers. I mean, what's the truth behind that? Did someone come to you and say, listen, Nicola, we need to jazz you up a bit? Or
let me just be honest about it. I mean, the main thing that's changed about me is I've got older. And I think every woman, as they get older, firstly, you know, as you go grey, you have to kind of think about whether you're comfortable with that or you want to do something about it. You also just get a bit more comfortable in your own skin. So that's probably the number one thing that's changed.